Hello, I'm Sandra Ackroyd. I'm the Chief Executive for Hull and East Riding Institute for the Blind, HERIB. We're an independent local charity providing services to blind and visually impaired people in the Hull and East Riding area. We also provide a home visiting service with a number of home visitors who can provide information, advice and guidance about all aspects of sight loss. They can also just listen and have a chat and be a friendly ear if that's what the person requires. It really is dependent on the individual. We also have Beach Home Court, which is our housing related support. We have 22 flats which house visually impaired people and an on-site warden facility for, again, supporting all aspects of daily living so that we can encourage people to be independent. We also provide a number of sporting activities. We provide a regular yoga session. We also have a tandem club with sighted front riders and partially sighted back riders, and that's been in existence for a number of years and is really successful. We also have a pool team, a visually impaired pool team, who play against other visually impaired pool teams and sighted pool teams, and even sometimes win. We also have a resource centre within our Beverley Road premises where we can demonstrate various equipment such as liquid level indicators, magnifiers and so on, and people can come and try things out and have a go with things. Try before you buy, really.
So if we put up, just weigh this other piece of equipment there.
6 ounces.
So that weighs 6 ounces. And this is a measuring jug, and again it speaks as well.
We provide training for people to help them adapt to their sight loss, such as microwave cookery, IT using assistive technology. We also provide practical and emotional support for newly diagnosed people with a new sight impairment. And there's a lot of peer group support there for each other as well.
Just check what colour your jumper is.
And we also provide a course called Looking Ahead, which is a half day a week for 7 weeks for newly registered people with sight impairments that helps them come to terms with the practical and emotional challenges of being visually impaired.
Press and you hold
The
it.
time is 2:50 p.m.
We regularly host exhibitions and open days to encourage members of the public to find out more about our services and the services of the organisations we work in partnership with, such as equipment suppliers, other charities and social services providers. We also host regular support groups for specific eye conditions, including macular degeneration and glaucoma.
My name's Sheila. I was born blind through having too much oxygen, and I came to Hull in early 1970s and worked in the workshops. I'm living there at Beach Home Court, and what I like about it is that you can be independent, but at the same time you can get assistance if you need it. It's comforting to know that you can be helped, and you can also feel more secure because we've got a system on the door where nobody can get in unless you let them in. I did go to the Ferrans Art Gallery show, trying to feel the difference in the tactile work. The favourite of all was the ballet, I think. I enjoy Beauty and the Beast, it's my favourite story. Look at the costumes and try out the props, look at the props. Try some of the steps and the actions, which I've remembered some of them. I thoroughly enjoyed it because I've never been to a ballet before, and I found with the audio description it just helped to bring it alive, really. It's just something you wouldn't really think about doing unless you had somebody to assist to tell you what was going on. You know, you just go on these trips and it's really good to do different things and to experience different activities. I mean, with me never being able to see, there's a lot of activities that I've never been able to do that I'd like to do, or even to be involved with. Even if I couldn't do certain things, I'd like to be involved with them.
My name is Martin. I'm a registered blind person. My eye condition is cataract. I have got some degree of sight, but do use a white stick when I'm out and about. I've been a volunteer for HERIB for a little over a year now. I go out on the resource bus, which goes around different parts of Hull and East Yorkshire, displaying equipment and information for visually impaired people. And I also help with the fundraising as well, doing various collections at supermarkets, including teddy tombolas, etc. I'm really enjoying it so far. Having been a member of the Tandem Club for nearly 27 years, I'm now the club's chairman, and that enables me to encourage other visually impaired people to be able to ride the bike, ride the tandems. The pleasure I get out of that is being able to just ride the bike anywhere with an assisted front rider.
We run a fleet of 4 minibuses providing door-to-door transport for members to and from our regular day groups and social outings. Members enjoy various activities including quizzes, crafts, games, as well as sometimes simply a much needed bit of company and a chat. One of our 9 weekly day groups takes place in Goole.
What is the traditional mode of transport for witches? Is it a hoover, feather duster, dustpan and brush, or a broomstick? Are you sure? And the answer is correct.
I'm Carl, and I come to practice pool during the week. On a Thursday night we play in a league, and against sighted players, or there's 1 or 2 teams with people with other disabilities.
What is your name?
My name is Cinderella.
Lovely.
The prince had found his princess and they all lived happily ever after.
Hello, my name's Elaine and I'm a volunteer and a fundraiser at HERIB. I chose HERIB to volunteer for because my mum was visually impaired. Since I lost my mum, I thought it'd be nice to help a charity that dealt with sight loss and sight impairment. I decided I wanted to do a few events and fundraise as well, so I asked HERIB if I could organise a 70s and 80s night, a party, because I do like doing the fun things. So that went from there and we had a good night, and a few more ideas. I wanted to do a book fair, so we did that as well, and collections in between, and also things like craft fairs at the Street Life Museum and at the Cottingham Civic Hall, and they were great fun, and we raised a fair bit of money in those events, so it was really good.
If someone is newly diagnosed with an eyesight problem, there's always the support. There's the support from HERIB and the resources that they offer.
Just being able to talk to people who work, you know, that understand a bit about not being able to see. I know that HERIB's here and I can always come and ask for my visitor, if my visitor could call, or my warden sometimes helps me to do things as well.
I'd just like to say, if anyone out there is thinking of volunteering for HERIB, then just to pick up the phone, because it was a struggle for me, and I think I picked up the phone and put it back down about 6 times before I actually rang, and I really did want to ring, and I've never looked back. I think it's one of the best things I've ever done, from spending the last 4 years being quite lonely really, to going out. I've met lots of friends, I've had so much fun, and also raised lots of money at the same time as well, so I would encourage anybody in touch with HERIB. It's absolutely fantastic.
We're not only lucky to have a wonderful team of staff here who are passionate and dedicated about the services that we provide and our service users, we also have a number of wonderful volunteers who help us both in delivering our services and in raising the vital funds needed to continue our work. Without the support of the volunteers, we really couldn't support the thousands of local people that we do who have sight impairment and continue to provide our help every day and every year. So my thanks goes out to all the volunteers and the supporters that we have. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Eric Howard and I'm the Chair of the Board of Trustees here at HERIB. Firstly, thank you for taking the time to watch this video, which shows a little of the important work we do here on behalf of the thousands of visually impaired people in the Hull and East Riding area. Now, HERIB receives no government funding of any sort, so we are entirely dependent on the assistance and generosity of our supporters to be able to continue the services that we provide. Can you help us with this work by the giving of either your time or a donation, however large or small? I can assure you that whatever you feel able to give us will be put to good use and will help in a real sense the lives of somebody with visual problems. Thank you.
Sitting on the grass having lunch for a bit. You say I'm wet but I'll lay it up in your fit. I don't know who told you yet, I didn't know you knew, but I'll admit that everything I said then that was true. Cause you've had it your fun and you've had it your fill. You told me to wait for you, I think that I will. I put you on a pedestal, they put you on the pill. I tried for my New England but I got the old one still. Say my jacket won't stop her shivering, and these words are the truth that I sing. My knees won't stop quivering, but I'll give my jacket